Today, we're going to explore some of the most mysterious places in the ocean. From vanished ships to unexplained accidents, these places have baffled investigators and left us with more questions than answers. But in this video, we are not covering the Bermuda Triangle because almost every person knows about this. So, without further ado, let's dive in. The Dragon's Triangle, also known as the Devil's Sea, is a mysterious and dangerous area in the Pacific Ocean. Reports of strange occurrences and unexplained disappearances in the region have persisted for centuries. The first known reference to the Dragon's Triangle comes from a Chinese text from the 13th century. The text describes an area of the Pacific Ocean where ships and boats frequently vanished without a trace. It suggests that the area was cursed by the gods and that sailors should avoid it at all costs. In the centuries that followed, stories of the Dragon's Triangle continued to circulate among sailors and fishermen. Many reported strange phenomena, such as sudden storms and whirlpools, and some claimed to have seen ghost ships or other supernatural entities. One of the most famous early reports of the Dragon's Triangle comes from the 1950s when a Japanese writer named Vincent Gaddis coined the term the Devil's Sea in an article for Argosy magazine. Gaddis highlighted a number of incidents in the area, including the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918, and speculated that there may be a supernatural explanation for the phenomena. In the remote northern region of Nunavut, Canada, lies a mysterious lake that has fascinated and intrigued people for decades. The Inuit people have lived in the area around Lake Anjikin for centuries. According to their folklore, the lake is inhabited by a malevolent spirit that lures travelers to their deaths. However, the first written account of the lake comes from a fur trader named Joe LaBelle, who reported a strange incident in the area in the early 1900s. According to LaBelle, he and his companions came across the lake during a trapping expedition. They set up camp near the shore and went to sleep, but were awoken in the middle of the night by a strange sound. When they looked outside, they saw a group of figures walking across the frozen surface of the lake. LaBelle and his companions were frightened by the sight and retreated to their camp. The next day, they decided to investigate the lake further. However, when they arrived at the shore, they found that the footprints of the figures they had seen the night before had vanished as if they had never been there. LaBelle's account of the strange incident at Lake Anjikin was published in a Canadian newspaper in the 1930s, and since then, other stories of strange occurrences at the lake have emerged. Some people have reported seeing lights and hearing strange noises in the area, while others have claimed that entire groups of people have vanished without a trace. The mystery of Lake Anjikin continues to intrigue and fascinate people around the world. Whether it is a place of supernatural power or simply a natural wonder that has been misunderstood, the lake remains one of Canada's most enigmatic locations. In the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean lies a mysterious and unique body of water known as the Sargasso Sea. The Sargasso Sea was first discovered by European explorers in the late 15th century during the Age of Exploration. The sea's name comes from the sargassum seaweed that drifts on the surface of the water, forming large mats and creating a unique ecosystem. The first recorded incident in the Sargasso Sea occurred in the early 1800s when several ships reportedly became trapped in the seaweed mats and were unable to move. The crews of these ships reported eerie sightings of strange creatures and unexplained phenomena, fueling rumors of a Bermuda Triangle-like effect in the area. Over the years, many other reports of strange occurrences in the Sargasso Sea have emerged. Some people have reported seeing ghost ships and phantom islands, while others have claimed to have encountered sea monsters and other supernatural entities. In the vast expanse of the southern Atlantic Ocean lies a mysterious phenomenon known as the South Atlantic Anomaly. The South Atlantic Anomaly is a region of space above the Earth's surface where the planet's magnetic field is weakest. This anomaly was first discovered in the 1950s by scientists studying data from satellites and spacecraft passing over the region. The first recorded incidents related to the South Atlantic Anomaly date back to the early days of space exploration. In 1962, the American satellite Telstar suffered from significant malfunctions while passing over the anomaly, leading to a temporary loss of communication communication with ground stations. Over the years, numerous other spacecraft and satellites have experienced similar problems while passing over the South Atlantic anomaly. These issues have included everything from data glitches to radiation damage to equipment failure. The South Atlantic anomaly continues to be a source of concern for scientists and engineers who must take extra precautions when designing and operating spacecraft and satellites that pass over the region. Despite ongoing research, the exact cause and nature of the South Atlantic anomaly remain unclear, making it one of the most mysterious and fascinating phenomena in space exploration. In the far north of Russia lies a body of water shrouded in mystery, known as the White Sea. The White Sea was first discovered by Norse seafarers around the 11th century, who named it the White Sea due to the ice that forms on its surface during the winter months. In the centuries that followed, the White Sea became an important area for trade and fishing, as well as a strategic location for military operations. However, the White Sea has also been the site of numerous shipwrecks and other incidents over the years, many of which remain shrouded in mystery. One of the most famous incidents related to the White Sea occurred in 1741 when a Russian expedition led by Vitus Bering became stranded on an island in the Bering Sea while searching for a passage to the North Pole. The expedition suffered from harsh weather conditions, lack of food and water, and outbreaks of scurvy and other diseases, ultimately resulting in the deaths of nearly half the crew. Today, the White Sea continues to be a source of fascination and mystery for scientists and explorers who study its unique ecosystem and geology. And that's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this tour of some of the world's most mysterious places in the ocean, including the South Atlantic anomaly and the White Sea. Whether its unexplained disappearances continue to fascinate and baffle scientists and researchers from around the world. All of these topics are able to have separate videos. So, if you like any of these places, which do you find the most intriguing? Let us know in the comments below and we will create a separate video on it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.